Alright my friends, so now we're going to talk about how to transform the numeric values inside our data by using two very simple functions, the round and the EPS, the absolute. So let's go and explore them. Okay, so now let's have this example, 3.516. Now let's say that you want to apply the function round and you are using two decimal places. So what can happen is SQL gonna go and keep only two digits after the decimal point. So 5 and 1, and the third digit after the decimal 6. It will decide whether the number gonna round up or stay as it is. And now since 6 is higher than 5, so that means SQL gonna go and round the numbers up. So instead of having 51, we will get 52. And after that, the third digit gonna reset to 0. So in the output, you will get 3.52. Now, let's say that you have done round, but only for one decimal place. Now, SQL gonna go and keep only one decimal place, and that is the 5. And the second digit this time gonna decide whether we round up or not. And now, since 1 is less than 5, there is no need to round up, and the 5 gonna stay as it is. It will not turn to 6. So there is no round up, and the digits after the 5 gonna reset to 0. So we're gonna get 3.5. Now, let's say that you say round 0. So that means I don't want to see any digits after the decimal point. So now SQL gonna go and check the first digit after the decimal point, the 5. This one gonna decide whether the 3 gonna turn to 4 or not. And now since we have 5, it is good enough to round the number because either 5 or above 5 gonna round the numbers. So that's why it's gonna be a round up, and SQL gonna return at the end 4, and all the digits after the decimal point gonna be reset to 0. So this is exactly how the round function works in SQL. So now let's see how we can do that in SQL. Okay, so now let's go and practice about the number functions. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna write SQL select, but this time we'll not select any data from the database. We're gonna practice using our static value, like for example, the value 3.516. So let's go and execute it. So with that, I have this decimal number. Now let's go and start practicing the round function. So now let's go and round this number 3.516, and this time we are rounding two decimals. So let's go and call it round 2. And let's go and execute it. So as you can see in the output, we are rounding two decimal places. And we have the 2 because, as we learned, the 6 gonna go and round it up. Now let's go and do the same thing for 1. So let's round 1, execute. And as you can see in the output, we are rounding to one decimal. So we have the 5 and everything is 0. And we don't have 6 here because the 1 is lower than 5 and it will not round up the numbers. And let's round by the 0. It is rounding it to an integer, to the 4, and all the decimal digits are 0. And we have 4 because we have 5, and 5 can round up the number. So as you can see, it is really nice, and this is how we round numbers in SQL. Now there is another number function which is really cool called EPS, or the absolute. What it's gonna do, it's gonna go and convert any negative number to a positive. So let me show you what I mean. Let's go and say we have like -10. So this is a negative number, but if I say EPS, so the absolute of the -10, what I will get a positive number. So it's like giving us the absolute of any number, or in other words, it is like converting the negative to a positive. And if the number is already positive, nothing gonna happen. So if I say the absolute of the 10, I will get as well a 10. So this is really nice and cool function that is really important in order to transform numbers in many scenarios. Like if you have mistakes on your database, like let's say minus sales. It makes no sense to have sales that is minus. So in order to correct the data, we can use the EPS in order to convert all the negative numbers to a positive. So this is really nice, cool, and easy function to learn. Alright my friends, so that's all for the numeric functions. We have covered two very simple functions, and now in the next topic we have a lot of functions about how to manipulate the date and time in SQL. So let's go.